Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Jenny. I'm Moonlight Lady 1111. As you can see, I'm back with another pick a card reading for you today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're one of my return viewers, thank you so much for coming back to see me again. I really appreciate the support. You'll have to excuse the state of my hands at the minute. It's gone down quite a bit, but I've been doing some gardening. So I've been fighting with brambles and I'm covered in all sorts of little scratches. Anyway, yes, back to the reading. The reading I'm doing for you today is a love reading. And the title of this one is going to be something like Real Talk, Real Feelings. Okay, so this is looking at you, how you're feeling, looking at them and how they're feeling. What is going on here? Real talk, real feelings, you and them. Okay, so with that in mind, I need you to think of a person. So this could be someone you're in a relationship with already. It could be an ex. It could be a situationship, a friends with benefits. It could be someone you're not even with at all. Oh, hiccups, excuse me. So what I need you to do is have a person in mind, and then we're going to look at how you feel and look at how they feel, okay? Do bear in mind that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. Now what we're going to do is pick our piles. As you can see, there's 3 piles here. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So let's pick our piles. What we're going to do is take a big breath in, hold it, and then let that breath go. Ignore numbers and colours and things like that. Pick the pile that calls to you. I'll just give you a moment to do that. Okay, that should have been long enough. So I'll move these piles up here. We have pile number 3, pile number 2, sorry about that. Excuse me. And we'll start with pile number 1. Okay, I'll just reset the table. Okay, hi pile number 1. You chose this little bottle, so I'll just pop that up there so you know you're on the right one. There you go. Right, now then, I'll just get these cards laid out and tell you what I've asked each set of cards. So up at the top, I've got a deck of standard playing cards here. And they're going to tell me what's the nature of this connection. So maybe a bit about what's gone on. What brings your souls together, that sort of thing. And then underneath that, I've got the Mystic Mondays Tarot. This is going to tell me how you're feeling, what's going on with you. How are you thinking and feeling towards them? And then underneath that, I've got the Wild Unknown Tarot. That's going to tell me how are they thinking and feeling about you. Then over here, I've got a couple of these Soul's Journey lesson cards. They're going to tell me a bit more about that connection. And then at the bottom here, I've got what they call the Lover's Oracle cards as well. Okay. And then I have got some of these story cubes as well. I'm going to get out to see if I can't find out what's gone on here. And then I'll close it all off with an affirmators, one of these lovely affirmators cards to give you a bit of advice going forwards, okay? So, first of all, I will shake these dice. I'm going to split them in 2. And I want to use this hand. Don't know why. Okay, we've got 4 here. Right, we've got a house with the time. The time says 1:45 or 1:45. We've got a book and a magic wand. We've got a dice and who's this guy? Okay, and some shadows. A person with a big scary shadow and a dice. The 3 is at the top of the dice. And I've got a keyhole. The keyhole with the keyhole the right way around, there's a little flower there. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's a compass. So I think the keyhole is upside down and the compass is underneath that. So I feel there is a bit of a story coming out here. It could be, only take what resonates. It could be that you and this person have got together in lockdown. That's what the house and the clock is saying to me, that there was a lot of time spent indoors, and that was when things started up, or both of you have had to deal with that time indoors, which, to be honest, current climate, you probably have. You don't need the cards to tell you that, do you? And then with the book and this magic wand, I feel like it has really felt like a fairy tale. I think things felt like a bit unreal, like you couldn't make this up sort of thing. And it's felt really magical. But then with this dice, I feel like some twists of fate have happened, and maybe some darker aspects have come out here. It feels a bit like a twist, like it feels like fate, like the hands of fate have been turning, and some people could be need to deal with some shadow aspects to some things, because things are not all light. So there is dark as well. And then we've had a keyhole, and that keyhole did come out upside down, which tells me that something does need unlocking. And underneath it, there's like this, like this, it's like a little compass point almost. So it's like, I feel like to unlock the future, someone needs to turn in a new direction. So that's what I've got from these dice. Do you know what? 1 second. Okay, so I don't normally do it this way if I do use charms, but I'm inclined to pull some charms here as well. Let me just get my microphone back on. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a couple of charms here to see, well, to see what else we can see. Okay. Right. We've got a Playboy bunny there. So one or both of you might be into Playboy, or you might have a rabbit. I've got a tarot card here. Queen of Cups. So this has felt like there is unconditional love involved. I've got a ruler. Again, it really feels like there's a lot of school sort of studying energy involved here with that book as well, and this ruler. Maybe one of you or both of you might be into maths. There's a 4-leaf clover, so this is a very lucky connection. We've got some flowers there, and there's this daisy ring as well. So this is a very old ring, by the way. Yes, I feel like it's springtime now as we're doing this, so flowers could have some sway in this connection. And I've got this blue tack here, so you both feel quite stuck to each other, I think. Like you can't get away from each other. And we do have a rune here as well. This rune is called Algiz. And this is about the control of emotion during transitional periods. It's protection. And it's all about acting the right way at the right time. Okay. So, what's the nature of the connection? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. We've got the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. So this connection has felt like, this is it. Proper love. With that Queen of Cups there, that represents unconditional love as well. I'll just have a sip of this. Sorry. Okay. I feel like this is like, I'm getting the feeling of like falling hard and fast sort of thing. It's like the 10 of Cups came before the Ace of Cups. Now, this was a fresh new love. It was fresh. It was vibrant. I would say that this is something that did get off the ground. So take what resonates. But I would definitely say that this connection was, you either are together now or you were together. So... yeah, the 10 of Cups talks about happy families, everything coming together. So like I said, I think this kind of took off hard and fast before it actually managed to get off the ground. I think you both had these feelings for each other. And then with the Ace of Cups there, this was a beautiful, fresh new beginning. But now for some reason, with the 9 of Wands there, this has become almost burdensome. It's almost like there needs to be a grim determination But I do feel like both sides are willing to, you know, they're still standing and willing to fight for this, is the vibe I'm getting here. How do you feel? 7 of Wands. Yes, look, there's that. That's like a determined feeling again. The 7 of Pentacles, 2 sevens. And Strength in the reverse. Okay. So how are you feeling? You're feeling like this is becoming a bit of a battle to keep this going. And that could well resonate with this keyhole up here when things needing to go in a new direction. The 7 of Wands is about grim determination as well. So I think that, you know, you can see that this is successful, but you're kind of feeling like you're stuck out here on your own at the moment. You have planted seeds for the future, and you are willing to wait for things to grow, but you are kind of losing the strength. With the Strength in the reverse there, I think that you're kind of, you know, losing the will to keep this going almost. You have got that determination, but all you feel like you're doing right now is being patient. And so altogether, as far as feelings go, you're in a bit of a difficult place regarding this, I think. You know, you can recognise that this has been a very important connection, but you're a bit sick of fighting. And that could not necessarily mean like physical fighting, emotionally fighting, shouting at each other, that sort of thing. It could just be that you're starting to feel like this is just a bit of an uphill struggle to make the time to be together. There could be distance here. There's nothing that's particularly says it, but I do feel like there could be distance here. With this house, I feel like it could take you quite a long time to get to each other's houses. There's an abacus there as well, yeah. So it's like immeasurable how much you feel for each other, but it is becoming a bit So you are feeling patient, but you're being very strong, and you have very strong feelings, but you're kind of a bit sick of being strong, is what I'm feeling here. Okay. How do they feel about you? We've got the 6 of Cups, soulmate energy. You know, they, as above, so below. They see you as an equal. They see you as someone that they could have had a past life with. You fill them with childlike joy. You get them really excited. Ah, wow. And the Lovers, 2 6s. You've got 2 7s. They've got 2 6s. 6 of Cups, and there's Lovers card there. You know, there's really heavy soulmate vibes here. And the 9 of Cups. You are their wish fulfillment. Wow. So, real talk, real feelings. They're very much in love with you. Okay? Very much in love. You feel like a complete wish come true to them. Heavy soulmate energy. They know there might be some decisions to make here for you both to move forwards, but this love is unconditional. You know, this Queen of Cups up here. It's quite heavy, isn't it? Okay, indecision. Wow, I did just say there's some decisions to make. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. And service. I feel good when I can help others. Okay, so I feel like whatever decisions there are to be made here between you two, I mean, it's very interesting. I think you need to remember this love that you feel for each other, because it is becoming burdensome. And with these 2 9s, you could run the risk of ending up alone if you don't handle all of this in the right way. How interesting. So this is just about talking about feelings, really. Let me see, what else have you got for my... Yeah, you've got the Hermit there. And what's this? 10 of Cups in the reverse. You don't know if you could live your life on your own or with... Oh, it's not in the reverse, sorry. You're on your own, but you know that they're your happy ending. And this could well explain like a distance thing. That could very, very much refer to distance. 10 of Cups is happy families, ultimate emotional fulfillment, you know. 10 of Cups twice. This is a very, very special connection. What do they think about this decision? Something's just flipped over. Page of Swords. Yeah, they feel like a little kid around you. I think they think, and the 10 of Cups on the bottom of this deck as well. Oh, wow. What's this? 4 of Swords in the reverse. I think they're becoming a little impatient. They feel stuck as well. So I think basically what's happening here is you are both completely head over heels in love with each other, but some decisions need to be made as how to move forwards, how to open that key to your future. But if you're worrying about their feelings for you, you're alone while you're watching this, and that 10 of Cups has come out, and I think that's really like hit you in the gut. You are being patient, and I think you're going to have to be a bit more patient. But if you were both in service to each other and you're both doing everything you can to help each other through this, then that is going to help you move forwards. And that might be how this has to move on. There is that rune said stuff about making decisions as well, didn't it? So it's about, for a minute, take stock, that hermit energy. You might need to do some thinking here. They also, they've got the Four of Swords in the reverse. They might need to stop and gain some more enlightenment as to how you both move forwards here. But if you're just worried about their feelings, they're head over heels in love with you. They absolutely adore you. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So yeah, some movement needs to be made here. I think you've both reached a kind of an impasse where you are head over heels in love with each other. Like I said, it's like this fairy tale romance. But time is ticking away here. I don't know who needed to hear that, but with that clock there, time is ticking away here. And so, I think this house, I think you both want to live together, but the question is where and how. What do you do? I don't know. I'm filming this at springtime, but I'm really feeling like these two little flowers here are saying this is a decision for springtime. Luck is on your side. With this four-leaf clover, this is a very divinely guided connection. You could well have had past lives together. And, with the Six of Cups there and the Lover's energy, Nine of Cups, you really don't have to question this person's feelings for you. Whatever you think they are, it's true. I just think that you both have a lot of thinking to do, really. I will pull you one of these affirmators cards, but first I'm just going to pull another couple of these, actually. See about this decision. What's going to help them with this decision? Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yeah, so you are being a little bit of a stick in the mud here with this Seven of Wands. You are being patient. You are sowing those seeds. And you are aware that you do need to take a little bit of time here. That Hermit is looking at that Ten of Cups, okay? Like, I feel like this is a decision you have to make on your own. Wow, I just heard, do you want to marry this person, basically? I think that's what's on the cards here. Is that right? Yeah. All these cups here, this is very emotional and it's a burden to you. And basically, this is quite a big decision to make because you can feel how important this is. And this new beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. I think this is about the decision that you have to make. Oof. Wow, that's heavy stuff, pile number one. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay, I feel like you might have had quite a lot of difficult stuff going on in your past. Okay, pile number one. And that this is about, you must surrender these feelings and these thoughts. And that, that is why you have to go inside your own cave here and decide if this is what you want. Trust your future. Trust your person. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So yeah, I think you have to release some stuff from your past and make the decision as to, is this what you actually want? Because, look, love is at the bottom of the deck. That's so cute. So basically, yeah, like, is this what you want? The question is not how do they feel. The question is this what you want? So you have to trust your gut here. You have to take some time, think about it. Maybe even go into your own, your own feelings a little bit more. Where is this blame coming from? Who do you blame? What about this forgiveness? These are things that you must surrender to the universe. There are some things I think that you could heal a little. because they don't really want to wait. They would wait. You know, they have a bit of trepidation here as well. With this Page of Swords, you know, they know there's decisions to make with the Lovers as well. They know there's things they need to do, and you know, they're not that confident either. You know, it might feel like they're going in all guns blazing and they're ready for this and they want this and that's what they're saying, but there is some indecision here on both parts. Look, indecision, yeah. You know, the Page of Swords is like the Knight of Swords, but the sword that the page holds is, you know, he's kind of hanging back a little bit, or she's kind of hanging back a little bit, and she's not quite sure. My readings are non-gender specific, but the Page of Swords is generally a female energy. But you know, they're wanting to gain a bit more wisdom as well. But essentially, these are decisions that you must make for yourselves. You can't make these decisions for each other, but I would say that this is all very positive, okay? This connection is full of love. It's full of hope. It's, you know, this unconditional love here. This is a fantastic connection, and there is a lot of love here. And I really think you can make this work. So go within. Take the time, go within. The hermit goes into his cave, spends some time alone, and that is where he reaches enlightenment. That is where he reaches knowledge and power. So you can go within as well. He's looking in a mirror, this one. I think you really got to look at yourself and see what there is left in there to heal, because this is nothing to do with them. You do love them as well, and they love you. It's just a question of those next steps forwards. This keyhole you need to choose a direction, and then this keyhole can be turned the right way around. And there's another flower at the bottom of there. So it's all going to come up roses, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let me get you a couple of these little affirmator cards. They're really lovely. They've got some kind of they call themselves self-help without the self-helpiness. That's too many. However, that picture, I'm going to read you this because that picture looks a lot like that picture. There's a person with a big scary shadow. Wow. Where is the person with the shadow? The dice, there we go. Okay, so I'll take that one as well. We have generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Think of this key now. So I'm going to read that bit again. Here's the message in this card. This is to do with giving and taking. So just be careful that if you pull away from this, you're stopping that flow. So I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key, the direction to go in, the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. So by all means, you need to spend a bit of time alone thinking here, but don't pull away. I feel like you really shouldn't pull away from this person, because they are so invested in you and this future that it would actually hurt them quite a lot. You really need to think of their feelings. There's no need to pull away. I think that you can be very honest with this person. Courage. No one is fearless. No one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. Yes, don't run from this. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts and then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. So yeah, I think that this is time to be confident. That Strength card in the reverse is screaming out fear to me as well. I think whatever's happened in the past, whatever hurts you've had, is causing this fear. Clarity. Stop it. Yes, look. So stopping to listen to my inner self. I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar, and the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. So yeah, that's that hermit energy. You can take the time, you can stop, you can take stock of this situation. You don't have to move too fast. You just need to see things a bit more clearly. I'll take that last one because it jumped out. I didn't mean to. Confidence. Yeah, look, this is all about having the confidence in the connection and having the confidence in your person. This is confirming that they love you so much and there is some new beginning on the horizon here. Ace of Cups and new beginning. Confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbours over and say, look at that. Can you believe that? Can you believe what an A+ that is? Yeah, so have pride in yourself. Your past has made you who you are. There's no need to be so scared of this. It could be quite scary because this does feel like a big thing. You know, that 10 of Cups is like making the next step forward. So it's about making proper, good decisions based on your emotions, but also based on, what does this say? Let me read this from this rune book, sorry. No matter whether your business flourishes or fades, don't worry. Maybe you didn't win, but you will never lose because you will always learn from what has happened. Moderation and civility are the strengths of the protective forces of this rune. So this is protected, this is guided, and this is lucky. Like, that is the thing. You've got that 4-leaf clover there. Okay, pile number 1. That was your reading. I really hope that resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It all really helps me on my journey. If you did want to book a private reading with me and you're watching this at the time that I release it, I would say this week is a really good week for you to book the reading in because I've got quite a bit of time, so I can do more readings than usual this week. No pressure though. If you did want to book a private reading, you can click the link to my Etsy channel. It's just in the description box below. And yeah, take it easy. Good luck making those decisions, pile number 1. Thank you so much. Mwah. Bye. Move these as well. What a lovely reading. And on to pile number 2. Excuse me. That took me by surprise. Okay, hi pile number 2. You chose this little bit of shell. Sorry, it's a bit dirty. I sometimes burn charcoal and sage in it. Right, I'll pop that up there so you know that you're on the right reading. Okay, I'm just going to dive straight in. Up at the top here, I've got some standard playing cards. They're going to tell me what's the nature of this connection, what's happened here, what's gone on, basically. Underneath this, I've got the Mystic Mondays Tarot. So that's going to tell me where you're at. What are you thinking and feeling? And then underneath that, I have got the, there was 4 here. How did I do this? I'll just put them all together, I think. Okay, I've got the Wild Unknown Tarot. That's going to tell me how they're thinking and feeling. Can you see all of these? Okay, I'll pop that there. I'll do that like that, then you can still see it all. So yeah, I've got a couple of these Soul's Journey lesson cards over here. There we go, do them like that. Some Soul's Journey lesson cards over here to tell me a bit more about the connection. Now I'm going to start this off with, oops, well, apparently throwing loads of cubes everywhere. I'm going to start this off with these story cubes, these dice. See if I can't get a bit of a story here about what's gone on between you two. So I'm just going to mix them up. Okay, I'll take that one and then split them in half, and I'm going to use this hand. Okay, so we've got 4 here. Okay, interesting. You have got a clock as well, which says 10:30. Yeah, 10:30 p.m. I don't know about PM, it could be AM, that's weird. Maybe that's when you're watching this. Okay, and there's a light bulb in the reverse, that's interesting. And then I've got a little arrow pointing downwards. It's kind of pointing to some scales and I feel like this is a mask. It looks like a weird alien face, but I think that's a mask. And then I've got a hand and turtle. Oh, okay. And then I've got Yeah, I feel like this is coming together. It's like a castle and a pyramid. Okay, already I feel like you feel like this person is an impenetrable fortress. Only take what resonates, but for some of you, I think you're with this light in the reverse. I think you're watching this in the dark at 10:30 p.m. But you know, chance says that some of you watching will be doing that anyway. Yeah, so, or you could have met this person at around 10:30. Either way, I think they've gone dark. I think that things started to go downhill when it felt to you like this person's been wearing a mask. And it's like they're very friendly with this hand waving. This person is friendly enough. They always say hello to you. They always give you the time of day. But it's like they've got this tough outer shell. And with that castle and that pyramid, it's like they're an impenetrable fortress. You really can't figure them out. You're really confused. What is going on here? Is it a mask? What is it about this tough outer shell? What are they thinking and feeling? That's why you're watching this, obviously. Okay. So what is the connection? Why are your souls meeting? Queen of Cups. Unconditional love. Ace of Swords. And the Six of Wands. Okay, so this does feel like a really positive connection. But it does feel like I think this ace looks like it's in the reverse to me. So yeah, I feel like something's kind of been cut off here. It could be that something's been cut off here, or that you're just not sure if this is the truth. You want to know what the truth is. I feel like you really can't see the wood for the trees is what I'm hearing. Like it's all very confused. Like things feel like they're quite balanced, and then all of a sudden they take a nosedive. This mask comes back on, this hard exterior comes back up, and you're just like, right, well, what is it? On the one hand, it's full of love, and it feels like Six of Wands there. This could be such a big success. Sorry, just have a sip of that. Yeah, and then the next thing, and it feels like love. This feels like love to you, but you're just so unclear. How do you feel about them then? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You feel like you've lost out. You feel like there was a new beginning here, but it's kind of slipping through your fingers. And there's the Justice again. Look, we've got the scales twice. So you or them could be a Libra, but you don't have to be. Yeah, you just want to know the truth. You just want to know fair and square what is going on. You could feel like they balance you out as well. And like this is the right thing. And then Queen of Pentacles, that's interesting energy for you to have towards them. So there's not, you're not head over heels in love with them right now. You're just quite grounded and balanced and centered in yourself. You've worked really hard on that. So that's great energy coming from you. Some of you could see yourself as being a mother with them, or vice versa, that they have quite warm mothering energy. I think you see them as, quite grounded and balanced as well. So, wow, I just feel like you're totally zen right now. You know where you're at. Where the hell are they at? Two of Swords. Well, that's not a surprise. This mask, this hard exterior that they have, it comes from not knowing what they want. They're trying to protect their heart space. So that is why this barrier comes up. And then the Moon. Yes, they're full of indecision. They're not really sure exactly what they want. They feel a bit lost in the dark. 10 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so I do feel like you both, even though this connection is one of love and success, you both are quite grounded people. There's a lot of earth energy. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, you don't have to be, but that is what is here. And that Libra is echoed in this Two of Swords as well. We have the full moon. The moon is in Libra at the moment, though, so that could have something to do with it. How do they feel about you? They are torn. they've got a decision they need to make, but they can't see the light at the moment. They feel a bit like in the dark for their own emotions. They feel awash with emotion as well. And so when this feeling comes over them, they just try and ground themselves and chill out and, sit on that. But there's no denying that they feel this rich abundance with you. They do see you as marriage material. But whenever they start to feel like that, they kind of bring themselves back. And they've got this Seven of Pentacles here. So it's like they've planted the seeds for this. And that's kind of where they've got to. They're being patient. I think they're like watching to see how things play out as well. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And courage. I feel like you both need to have a bit more faith in the universe and the connection as a whole, actually. Is there something about one another that the other can't quite accept? Is there something a bit different about you guys? And that's why there is this level of indecision going on. Let's pull a couple more of these and see what we've got. Oh, yeah. Delilah's just popped up to say hello. Oh, yeah. That one, I think. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Interesting. So I feel like there is something that you both need to accept and something needs leaving in the past for this to move forwards. Maybe one of you needs to wave goodbye to the other one to see if the other one has the courage to come forward. Is this person walking all over you a little bit? Sorry. Delilah, come on. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Right, something has gone on between you two. And I think that there's been some untruths. It could be this act, this mask that they've got on all the time. But something's got to give. Okay, gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Oh, and abundance. Happiness is just down there on the floor as well. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. Yet there is a lot of abundance here. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. We have guilt on the bottom. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So I think that this, something is blocking this person from allowing themselves to feel. They're very much in the here and now. And this is something that has to go, unfortunately. Before they can love, this has to go. Yeah, you couldn't make this up, yeah. So the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. And manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Interesting. So let's see if we could get a bit of advice from the tarot for you, pile number 2. What else is with pile number 2? Way. Okay, there's too many things coming on here. Okay. I'll take them. I've got the Emperor in the reverse, so you have to surrender this control and accept that what is. This is going to come through meditation, focusing on what you do have, not what you're dreaming of. And then making the decision to allow things to move forwards. You do have the Lovers there and you have the Six of Swords at the bottom. So it's a case of accepting this situation. It just is how it is at the moment. And that you might have to walk away from these feelings and things for a while. Look at this hand. You might have to wave goodbye for now. Wave goodbye for now. Move on to calmer waters. See where that takes you. Okay, what about them? Well, Knight of Cups, yeah, they may well come forwards with an offer of love, but until they do, you have to accept that they're not gonna. They need to do that. And again, the Devil in the reverse, look at that. They need to release this stuff, this thing with forgiveness here and learning to be grateful for what they have. This all needs letting go. Yeah, like they're a bit powerless at the moment. They are very powerful, but they need to release some mental health problems or addiction problems, something like that, and actually step into their power. And when they do that, they will be able to come forwards with an offer of love. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse for them as well. Like they do feel like they're loving out, but losing out. Weird. Losing out. But unfortunately, I really feel like yes, you can keep focusing on this if you want to, but it's going to be a lot easier for you right now for you to walk away from them because they are mirroring you. So if you pull your energy back a little bit, they will feel that go. And then who knows? Wow. Okay, courage. No one is fearless. No. So this is scary. The thought of walking away from this, because it is, they have this facade up, but it's quite comforting to you. But until they offer that love properly, it's not going to feel right. You're not going to have to watch videos asking how they feel about you if they could just tell you. Okay. No one is fearless. No one. But even though I am not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts and then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. So yeah, this is a case of facing shadows, forgiving what has been and having the courage. Look, there's courage twice here. The courage to accept the situation for what it is, but to focus on abundance because you deserve love and happiness and success, which is what this can be. But until they drop this mask, step into this power, it's going to keep going around in circles, I think. Okay. Can I have another bit of advice, please, for my pile number 2s? Oh, the cards feel very sticky at the minute. Abundance. Look at this. Well, that's nice for you. Congratulations. It seems you're due for, and it says a little, and then a little is crossed out. It says, it seems you're due for an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Well, knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone, so get your whipped cream ready. Unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. Yeah. Stand up for yourself a bit here because abundance is coming to you. Everything is going to rush forwards very soon. Ultimate potential. I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. Yeah, get lost. Who likes jazz? Ugh. Anyway, there's the message loud and clear. I hope that was clear for you. That was your reading pile number 2. So yeah, this person has got a lot of masks. How do they feel? Yeah, they're stuck in indecision. They do see you as marriage material, but they're keeping themselves in the dark about their true feelings here. And that's very annoying for you, and you deserve better than that. So they may come forwards with this offer of love, but they need to see you as this powerful person as well. They do think you're really sexy and they do really like you and they see you as a long-term commitment, but they need to have the courage to accept that that is how they feel. So how are they going to move forward with that? I don't know. But I do think if you pull back a little bit and maybe even, have the courage to stand up for yourself against them and tell them, what's the situation. We'll see. Keep manifesting those miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Okay, pile number 2. That was your reading. I really hope it resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section below. You can like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It all really helps me on my journey. If you did want to book a private reading, you can... Oh, I never pulled you any charms. Pull you a couple now and see if they resonate for you. Okay. I've got a star. Oh, 2 little love bug teddy bears cuddling, or maybe twins. Pisces, the moon, a little love heart, and an air. So, yes, I was going to say if you did want to book a private reading with me, pile number 2, if you're watching this at the time I'm releasing it, this week is actually a really good time because I've got quite a lot of free time this week. No pressure though. And if you're watching this another time, it all works out in the end, doesn't it? So you can book private readings just through the link to my Etsy in the description box below. Okay, pile number 2. Mwah. Take it easy and stay strong. Bye. On to pile number 3. Little feather. Okay, hi pile number 3. You chose this beautiful little feather. It's half and half. Lovely little feather there. Pop it up there so you know you're on the right channel, the right page, whatever. Okay, sorry, I'm a bit tired right now after doing those other 2 readings. But let's crack on. Have a little sip of that coffee. Okay, so up here at the top, I have got some standard playing cards to tell me what is the nature of this connection, you know, why have you 2 come together? And then underneath that, I've got the Mystic Mondays Tarot, which is hopefully going to tell me how you are thinking and feeling, where you're at in this connection. Underneath that, I've got the Wild Unknown Tarot, which will tell me where they're at in this connection. What are they thinking and feeling? What is going on with them? Over here, I've got a couple of these Soul's Journey lesson cards. Tell me a bit more about this. And then down here, I've got these 2 Lovers Oracle cards as well. Okay. Oh. And I've also just had my incense go out. 1 second. Let me light number 2. Right. Oh, to start off with, I am going to... Did I pull? Never mind. To start off with, I just forgot to pull charms for pile number 2. And then I was questioning it, but I definitely didn't pull them. Okay, first off, I'm going to start with these story cubes to see if I can figure out what's the story between you 2. Okay. Split them in 2. I'm going to go with this hand. What's the story here, please, Spirit? Okay. So, I've got a fountain and a question mark. So I feel like the fountain of truth is bubbling over here. And then I've got some scary shadows with a magnifying glass. So I feel like someone has really been looking into themselves. And then I've got a little foot and a magnet. A fish. A fish and a flower. And an apple and an aeroplane. Okay. So I feel like you've met this person and it has felt like the fountain of truth has started bubbling over, but then some kind of dark truths might have come to light. Okay. And it's become a bit scary, and one of you is running the opposite direction, but despite that, there has been this push-pull energy, like 2 magnets coming together. With the fish, I'm feeling like a bit stifled almost. Like this magnet, this push-pull energy is a bit like, imagine a fish on land struggling to breathe, or if you're under the water, a bit stifled, a bit needing a bit of time, a bit of space. But not necessarily that being a bad thing. There is a blooming flower under there. It looks like a sunflower. Yeah, and then we've got an apple there. So I do think that this is, I'm getting like Adam and Eve vibes off that apple. Like you can't keep away from each other, but there's a plane underneath it. So it does feel like a bit of a plane crash right now. Ah, wow. Okay, let's pull you some charms and let's see. Okay. I've got a ruler again that came out for pile number 1, and there are a lot of charms in here, so I'm quite surprised that that's come out again. Okay, for some of you, not all of you, I do really feel like there could be a baby involved here, or a child of some sort, because there's this little pitter-patter of tiny feet, and we do have a safety pin which you use on a nappy. Okay, but I have a ruler, so I'm hearing immeasurable. Like, your feelings for each other are immeasurable. We've got a 4 there on that dice. I can see 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 here, so that's interesting. You could have been together 4 days, 4 months, 4 years. Doesn't have to be. With it being blue, I'm feeling like 4 of Swords vibes, so it's like time to rest from each other. There is a little cookbook here as well with a muffin on it, so you could enjoy cooking together. And then we have an N and a V, so I don't know if they mean anything either. Yeah, but we have this safety pin. It's fastened up, thank goodness, otherwise it would have jabbed me in the box. Yeah, so again, like, I feel like you can be so safe or so dangerous to each other. Wow. This is an intense connection. Okay. We've got the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so there has been like a fiery, instant attraction on both your parts here. 7 of Cups. A 9 of Cups. So it could, I think that this has sparked off a very sexy connection straight off the bat, is what I'm going to say. One or both of you was really daydreaming about the other one. But it still kind of always felt like an option, like it was a fantasy that you could ever properly be together. And then with this 9 of Cups, I do feel like you both felt like you were each other's wish fulfillment, but it was almost a be careful of what you wish for sort of thing. Real 4 of Swords energy on here, so I think that you've had to call it a day for a bit, have a break. Okay, yeah, we've got the Princess of Wands, so the Page of Wands in the reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Wow, so how are you feeling about this? Pile number 3. You are feeling like, I'm hearing running in the opposite direction. You're angry. You feel angry and let down, and they've almost made you feel a bit naive. Like, it's like they're trying to make you feel stupid. You could be a fire sign and they could be an earth sign, but you really don't have to be at all. How do you feel about them? You feel like they are, they're solid. They've got everything they want and everything they need, and they're kind of making you feel like a little kid almost. I'm hearing that they may be a bit cold. Like, people can go to them for everything they want. An older gentleman is also on the cards here. But 10 of Swords in the reverse. Ugh, you're feeling pretty done. Like, you're feeling betrayed, and you're feeling like ready to walk away, ready to pull those swords out of your back, pull that betrayal out of your back, and just let this go, actually, is where you are, which would explain this kind of car crash feeling. But you are angry. You can't let go of this anger. Okay, how do they feel? Emperor in the reverse. So they feel like a real lack of control over their emotions here. Again, so this could well have involved children for some of you. Take what resonates, but King of Pentacles is a father figure, and the Emperor is the father in the deck. And then with that little baby foot and this little safety pin, How do they feel? Wow, 7 of Swords and Death in the reverse. Wow, you're both pretty done with this. 7 of Swords, they feel... it's not low-key anything. High-key manipulative. Like, they want to control the situation. I honestly think they're... Is that 7 or 8 swords? Sorry, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 8 of Swords. Yeah, okay. They're... oh my God. Only take what resonates. But if this does involve children, they don't even know that there is a child here. Oof. Yeah, they're kind of blind to the situation. They've tried to take themselves back, cocoon themselves in, and stop themselves from getting hurt. Oof. Judgment. Yeah, I think you're both very judgy of each other. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges and discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yeah, I really think this person's like this whole relationship has started off really sexy, but then people have kind of had to be strong and independent on their own, and that somebody is like desperately trying to control someone else. You still respect this person and they're trying to let this go and move on. But they kind of, with the death in the reverse, it's like they're fighting it almost. Relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good, and I really don't think this connection serves either of your highest good. For your health, yeah. I will honour the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So you really need to put yourself and your health first here. Freedom, yeah. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I know this is like real talk, real feelings, but I honestly feel like this reading is kind of like, it's kind of done on both parts here. Staying together is a fantasy. What have we got? Sexual union. Honour the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And with that card, I'm going to ask you about this very sexy start. The real talk bit. So, was that sex really love? Was that really the honouring of two souls together? Or were you just having, I'm not going to lie, a damn great time? I just have to ask you that question. Please don't shoot the messenger. But for your own health, you have to free yourself from this situation and choose relationships that are good for you. This is not feeling good for either of you, actually. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I'm really sorry if this isn't what you wanted to hear, pile number 3. But I do think deep down you do already know this. Okay. What more about you? The Magician in the reverse. This has taken away your power and you need to step back into that power. The World. Allow this to come to completion. Like, you have this 10 of Swords in the reverse here. You can allow this to come to completion. I have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, so it's time to trust your intuition here. And also, the World is a pregnancy card. So for some of you, I've dropped one here, the 8 of Cups. Yeah, 8 of Cups, walk away from these emotions. But yeah, like, if you're not pregnant, please just do a pregnancy test and make sure. Yeah. It is time to walk away from this. Let this be done. You don't need to hang on to it. Protect your heart space. Do your own thing. Okay. This is the 9 of Cups, not the 10 of Cups. It's what you think you're hoping and wishing for, but in reality, it's not healthy, I'm afraid. Let me see. Okay, this person's thoughts and feelings towards my pile number 3s. Yeah, Father of Swords in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse. I hate to say it, but you stress them out. Like, they are stressed about this. Again, this discipline thing. I feel like there might be like a really high up figure. The Hanged Man as well. They want to leave. They want to see things from a new perspective. 8 of Wands in the reverse at the bottom there. They don't want to talk to you, I'm afraid. Oh, I'm sorry, pile number 3. But yeah, with this Hierophant and this discipline card and that King of Pentacles, I feel like they might have abused their power slightly. I feel like they are kind of like a high up person. That could be like a teacher or someone in a church. Someone in a respectable traditional position. I don't trust this person at all, is all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, I think it is time for you to walk away, I'm afraid, pile number 3. But you need to, do that pregnancy test. Wow. Okay. Let me pull you some of these affirmators. So this will give you a bit of, it'll give you a bit of advice on self-care and self-help moving forwards. Okay, here's one. What have we got here? Oh my God. I hope this isn't your teacher, pile number 3. Everyone's a teacher. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part in making me a better person. Okay, this is how you rise above this, pile number 3. This person has not treated you well at all. They've not given you the respect that you deserve. And the way that you're going to have to get through this and free yourself from this is to be like, do you know what? Thank you, life, for teaching me this. Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. Like, you never have to speak to this person again if you don't want to. But you can rise above this and be the bigger person here. What about pile number 3, please? Oh, this one here, really. What's this? This one, I think. Clarity. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar, and the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage, or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. Forgiveness. I just said forgiveness is not for you, for them, it's for you. You can forgive yourself for this situation. Congratulations. You're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is, forgiveness. I imagine, what does it say here? Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power, but remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. And I really feel the bottom of the deck. Yeah, options. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest, without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Carbalicious. Any final ones? Oh, we've got a big one. Abundance. Yay! Congratulations. It seems you're due for an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone, so get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. 3 bonus cards here for you, pile number 3. So, strength. You are hereby declared a strong, resilient warrior of heroic proportions. Enjoy your battles, whatever they are, because you're guaranteed to come through them stronger, brighter, and more compassionate. And based on what I know of mythology, probably with great hair and a 6-pack. I love these cards, they're so cute. Okay, pile number 3, that was your reading. I hope that resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section below. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It all really helps me on my journey. If you did want to book a private reading with me, I would say if you're watching this at the time that I release it, now is a good time because I've got loads of time next week to do readings. So, yeah, if you want to book a private reading, you can click on the link in the description box below to my Etsy channel. Okay, so really look after yourself right now, pile number 3. You are very important and you need to take care of yourself, and you can get through all of this with a lot of strength and determination. Okay, thank you so much, pile number 3. Oops. Take it easy. Bye.